Let's get him in here in the meantime. As far as I know, you guys, you know the drill. Crank your mics up and keep them muted till you're talking. I guess for the guys in the classes beyond LMP1, touch on whatever car they were running. And I'll see if I can get one more official in here.
God, that sucked. Oh, fuck.
My tits.
I felt okay about it, just, you know, as soon as I discoed, I was like, well, there goes that. You let me know when you're ready to go on one.
I'm already streaming.
Oh, you already are. Okay, hang on, let me find it. I'm not seeing it yet.
Yeah, go tell the crew chief.
Over here making noise. Be quiet, boy. And I'll shut it off here in a second.
How long are you going to have Johnny over at your house for?
I'm not up for that kind of babysitting. This kid's hands full enough as it is.
Yeah, it's on. I see it on my screen.
All right, I can see it. Let me go ahead and click it on. Go ahead and mute it. I just want to be able to look at the screen. All right, well, I don't know if Cold's going to get in here, but I think we're just about good to go. I guess go through the class winners, and I'll turn it over to you, Warren, to get us started.
All right, well, this is the first annual 2.5 hours of Le Mans post-race show. We're going to start off with Baron von Stosch. Baron, good overall win today. It was a hard-fought one, but you had a lot of LMP1s discoing and getting blown motors. What was the hardest part about the race today? Was it passing the slower cars, or was it from night to dark? What was the biggest challenge for you?
Well, I'd probably have to put it with combination of everything almost. I had problems sometimes going past the GTE cars. LMP2 didn't really give me that big of a challenge, but then night and day was the braking points were hard to see, but overall it was just a good race, consistent with it.
Yeah, what I was going to ask you, Baron, before I blew up and calm down, boy. When I saw you out there, was talk a little about your experience at Le Mans and how that played in, because it was obvious you had the most consistent car all day.
Well, I just touching on the experience part. I've been here for years on end. Always running LMP1, so I felt like I had home field advantage. So with the experience, I also felt like I had confidence in my car and in the handling and braking points. It's just a combination of everything that goes into racing. But going into this race, I've never done anything as long as 2.5 hours in one stint.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenging one for you for sure. Good job on the overall. You are officially going in the books as the overall of the first annual 2.5 hours of Le Mans. Let's move down to the LMP2, where we had Tiernizel stealing actually a podium finish overall and an overall victory in that class. Tier, you had a pretty good car all day. You were quick right off the bat. Pole position for you, held it the whole race. Had stalls here and there coming at you, but I mean, the pit strategy was excellent. What was it that got you to that third place and also an overall in LMP2?
Well, the third place, you know, someone had to take that place because, you know, all the LMP1 cars discoed. One sec, I'm getting a really bad echo on myself. It's kind of driving me nuts.
Yeah, I was
Is that
too.
someone's mic? I don't know. But overall, I think what I did well this race was get into a rhythm for a while there. And to be honest, I tried pushing my car really hard when I could see cold, and I could at times I could run about equal times. But yeah, I was really trying to push for that second place if I could, but I kept making mistakes, and it would have been a lot closer. I don't think I could have done it, but I could have been at least like 10 seconds away if I hadn't kept spinning. But overall, LMP2 was fun. I didn't have very many problems with GTE guys. Just, I think overall it was a good race.
It's Carlin.
Yeah, I would ask you, Tier. I think that you had you definitely had that pace that you were keeping up with the LMP1s in certain spots on the track, and I thought that with that big field, was there a different contour to the race later in the tire runs or after the halfway point? Was there anything different that you saw certain guys rise and certain guys falling?
Hard to say. I really wasn't paying too much attention to anyone other than like cold times, just to see if I can make up for it. But overall, the LMP2 car held on pretty much the same throughout. Big thing was getting heat into the tires to begin with. As soon as you got cold, my car got loose. And
I hear that 61 degree track temperature, ambient temperature, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, so congratulations, Tier, on your overall in the LMP2 category, and a podium for you in the 3rd position. Moving all the way down to the GTE winner, that's Sir Race-A-Lot in the Ferrari for Keith Motorsports. That's just me saying that because I'm team owner. Sir, that was a hell of a race. You obviously had a ton of competition back there in GTE. That was probably the closest battle on the racetrack the whole race. What was it that got you that overall in GTE?
Well, I just had the overall consistent pace. I know behind me they were making small mistakes. I was able to keep it on the track. I felt very comfortable with the Sega Keith Motorsport prepared Ferrari, and I was able to just keep my head down without making any major mistakes. And by the end of the first round, I was almost a minute ahead. The second one, after the restart, it was a little bit tricky with all the LMP2s, ones, and the GTEs bunched together. There was a couple of cautions I got caught up in some of them, but yet again, I just kept my head down, got an amazing battle with Liam, and after that, I managed to pull away after he made a mistake, and yet again, kept my head down, kept concentrated, and pulled away, and managed to take the win.
Yeah, it was a great run. I thought that after, you obviously haven't seen you win in Camel GT and Formula One over the course of the season. We knew you'd be a contender in whatever class you ran in. And I thought that definitely saw some of the GTE cars getting into each other behind you, and you definitely took advantage of it. And these kind of cars at spec, if you can run consistent and stay out of trouble, you're going to pull away, and you did. And I thought you had one of the most consistent races of everyone on the track. I want to point out before we go off the air, I thought it was great. All 3 of our class winners, 3 different teams, JME Motorsports, Benson Speed Equipment, and Sega Keith. So that was a good thing to see out here today.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. Great diversity through the teams, which is also amazing to see when you think about it in retrospect. Started out with 16 drivers, got down to 10, 2 LMPs, actually almost the full LMP2 grid. Is that the full? No, we had 1 driver retire, and then 3 GTEs remaining. That puts you at 10 drivers. Tomorrow night on the SCL Racing Network is the Southern 500 from Texas Motor Speedway. Coverage should begin around maybe 3 o'clock for the qualifying. So that's going to be a good one. The final race of the Winston Cup Series season. Hasek grabbed the championship last week, so congratulations to him. We'll see who can win down in Texas Motor Speedway. For Carlin Hicks, I'm Warren Keith, and for all our winners overall, Tiernizel, Baron von Stosch, and Sir Racela, congratulations today on your overall victories in the
Thank you very much.
Le Mans 2.5 hours. This is a presentation of the SCR N, and thank you for watching. Good night.